Hey, today I want to show you one of my favorite stretches for the shoulder, and specifically the pec minor muscle. And we'll talk about that here in a second. But a lot of people have shoulder pain because their shoulders are not in the correct position. They may have rounded shoulders and almost like perpetually holding a startle reflex where everything's forward, shoulders forward, head forward, and this misalignment can lead to pain later on and improper joint mechanics. So one of the muscles you'll want to definitely balance out is the pec minor with the lower trap in the back, and I won't turn around and show you where that's at, but these muscles work as a force couple as they influence the scapula. The pec minor attaches to ribs 3 through 5, 3, 4, 5, and goes right up to a point called the coracoid process. And even if you don't know anatomy or anything like that, it doesn't matter. You're going to find your big ball here at the end of your arm and your clavicle, the bone, your collarbone, and it's right in immediately the inside of that, the ball area, and you can normally feel a little beak-like protrusion, and that's where the coracoid is. And that's where the pec minor attaches. It's kind of up in an angle. This little muscle can really tip the scapula down and forward, at least from this side, and tip it up in the back. Sometimes when people have a winging scapula, it's because this tight pec minor and a weak lower trap. We won't get too technical here because I wanted to show you how to do this stretch, but understanding why this is so important. When this gets real short and tight, it can entrap impingement down your arm and up, even in the thoracic outlet type syndrome things, it can cause a lot of pain, not only the shoulder, but the neck, down the elbow, and hand if this muscle is real short and tight. So this is one of my favorite stretches by yourself. If I'm by myself, I like to do this particular type of stretch for the pec minor. If you have a partner, there's other ways to do it, but I'm going to show you my favorite pec minor stretch for the shoulder. So you'll need a Swiss ball or a couch or something that's pretty soft. The nice thing about the Swiss ball, it can form to the body. And I'm going to be kind of in what's called a horse stance position, kind of kneeling, maybe some mats or something for your knees if you're not comfortable. And what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be kind of up in this kind of danger zone area, up in this L position with my arm, putting that coracoid process, making sure that is on the ball. If that's not on the ball, you're not stretching the pec minor. You may be superficially kind of lengthening it, but you're not going to get that specific stretch to that muscle. So what I need to do is go down in this position, making sure that a coracoid process is on the ball. I'm up in this 90 position right here. We'll want to keep a neutral spine. Now I'm looking up at the camera right now, but a neutral spine is where my head, shoulder, and hips are somewhat in line. I'm not overextending this way, and I'm not going this either. So I'm kind of a relaxed position here. And what we're going to do, we're going to use a contract relax technique. 5 seconds down. You won't be able to see this too much with the film, but I'm going to be contracting my arm down, pushing it down this way against the ball for 5 seconds. It's a very light contraction. It's not going to be a ton of pressure, just enough to activate the pec minors. That's its job, to actually pull the arm to the midline. So we're going to contract 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And when we get to 5, what we're going to do, I'm going to exhale. And as I exhale, I'm going to go into the stretch a little bit deeper. I'm going to drop my chest, then I'm going to look away and hold for 5 seconds. So I'm going to exhale. And back to neutral. Then I'm going to go through this again. So I'm going to 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. And I can actually feel that a little bit of tingliness in my arm. I'm getting a good stretch and maybe even stretching the nerve a little bit. And with nerves, if you actually stretch them sometimes and you can actually reset the tone of the whole entire muscles that they innervate and things like that. So a little bit of tingliness is okay. If you feel like you can't feel your arm anymore, you may have to back off this stretch, just like anything else. But this is an awesome way to open up the shoulders and prevent this motion here. Now there are other reasons why people will have this startled posture here, and it has to do with brain health and things like that.